just like 98% of the rest of the world, I have Netflix, and so recently, I think yesterday, there was a movie released on Netflix called Okja. And so I watched it earlier today, and I really want to talk about it because I loved it. So Okja is a Korean film about these pigs, and they're these like super bred pigs that are created from this company ran by Tilda Swinton. And so these pigs are, they're created in a lab, and they're sent out to like various farmers in the world, and they are basically told, you have 10 years, and in 10 years we're going to come to you and see how these pigs are doing, and then we're going to find the best pig and like show it off. And so, that happens. That's like the first 5 minutes of the movie. And then it cuts to 10 years later. And basically, there's this young girl in like, I don't even remember where, the middle of Seoul. And so she's living in like the high mountaintops. And she has one of these pigs, Okja. Okja is this girl's best friend. And so one day, Jake Gyllenhaal and the company that Tilda Swinton runs comes and gets the pig. And basically says, this pig's the winner. The pig is coming with us to New York to be showcased at a giant parade or whatever. And basically, the little girl isn't cool with that because she wants to keep Okja with her. And she's like, no, this is my pig. But really, the company's like, no, she's not your pig. We've just been lending you to her for the past 10 years. We're just coming to get her now. And so, they take the pig. And so it's this giant quest for this girl to go get the pig back. And so along the way, she meets like this group of people who are animal lovers, because as it turns out, the company that Tilda Swinton runs, which Jake Gyllenhaal is from, which I'll get to Jake Gyllenhaal in a second, because I really got to talk about him. But basically, as it turns out, that company isn't really showcasing the pig because, it's an awesome pig. They're really killing the pig and eating it and selling its meat. And like I said, along the way, the girl meets this group of people who are basically animal lovers, and they're like, yeah, we know what this company does, and we're going to help you get the pig back. Now, I'm just going to run down the people who actually remember in this group, but the leader of the group is Paul Dano. Dano or Dano, I don't know. But he's like a character actor, you recognize him. Steven Yeun is in this, the guy from The Walking Dead, Glenn. He was probably my favorite in the movie. I really liked this character. His name was Kay. He was my favorite character, and I really liked him. And there's also Devin Bostick. I don't know if a lot of people really know who he is. He's kind of a character actor too, but he was Roderick in Diary of a Wimpy Kid. That's how I know him. But yeah, this group was really cool and interesting once you like learn their story and why they do what they do. But I really want to talk about Jake Gyllenhaal right now. His character, I don't know how to describe his character. He's a joke, basically. A good joke. Like, this character was great. Jake Gyllenhaal did a great job at his character, but his character's like a joke. Don't even get me started on the character's voice. Basically, he's like some doctor or whatever who like the whole world loves, and he goes around and I don't know. He's just like this really famous doctor. And so the character's voice when he's off screen is this super high pitched voice. And I'm going to try and imitate it here. And it's probably not correct, but I don't know. I'm going to try. It's like this. I can't really talk like this. But like, this is how Jake Gyllenhaal sounds through a lot of the movie. But then when the cameras come on, he has his regular Jake Gyllenhaal voice. It's kind of like an act. And so it was really funny to see the jumps between that. When he's, behind the scenes, you're hearing his real voice. And then when he's on camera, you're hearing his actual real voice. His wardrobe is really weird too. Like if you've seen the movie, you know what his wardrobe is. But basically he wears like a long plaid button-up shirt and like cargo shorts and like super high ankle socks. And like, I don't know what they're called, sandals, basically. Socks and sandals. It's a super weird character, but I really like Jake Gyllenhaal, and he did a fantastic job as this character. Tilda Swinton did a really good job. I mean, she's always done a good job. I've never really been disappointed with her. She, like I said, plays the main lady of this huge evil business corporation that, kills these pigs and eats them. And so, like, it's kind of the same thing with Jake Gyllenhaal. When she's out in public, she acts all perfect and stuff, but behind the scenes, she's kind of a wreck. She has like family issues and, she's always stressed out. And so it's interesting to see where her character is coming from. I really liked her. I've never been disappointed with Tilda Swinton. As it goes movie-wise, I loved this movie. It was super good. It found a way to capture the bond between a person and their animal, their pet. Because even though this is a giant, disgusting-looking pig, the main girl still cares for this pig to the point where she would do anything for it. She literally goes halfway across the world just to save it. And so it really pulls at your heartstrings, and it delivers a really good message at the end that shows if you care for something or someone, don't just like let someone take that from you. Fight for it. Fight for what you believe in. And that's what this girl did, and it was really beautiful. I think a lot of people who watch this movie will be able to relate to that because a lot of people are animal lovers. I have 2 dogs. I love my dogs. a huge impact on my life. I do everything for them. And so if someone were to come, out of nowhere and say, yeah, we're taking them from you and we're going to showcase them, but yet it turns out we're really going to kill them, I'm not just going to sit around and be like, oh, okay, you can do that. No, I'm going to go fight for my dogs and get them back. And so I think a lot of people will be drawn to this movie that way because it shows, people care for animals. And animals care for people. It shows that too because there are numerous scenes where the animal actually saves the girl from many life-threatening situations. Also, the cinematography, beautiful. It was honestly amazing because just the landscape, even when it was in the city, it was just amazing to see. And they just really did a good job with this movie. I was really blown away by it. Everything I felt was done so perfectly. It's a slow burn. I will say that. It's not really, a negative on it. It's just a slow burn. It's listed under action and adventure, which it is, but it's like a slow burn. It's one you really have to sit down and you have to watch to get it, to appreciate it. And that's really what I think made it special. It had depth to it. I think I'm going to give Okja the very first 10 out of 10. I really loved this movie, and I think it was really good. And if you have Netflix, which I'm assuming 95% of the people, or 100% of the people that are going to listen to this, that you probably do, go watch it. It's a really good movie. It's a good 2 hours well spent, I think, and I really liked it. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you've liked what you listened to on here and you want to listen to more, go comment, like, and subscribe. That would be really helpful, and I would really appreciate it. Also, the links to all of my social medias are down below in the description. Other than that, this has been A Talk in Depth.